Happy Passover, Billy. Everything looks scrumptious. Let's start with the 4 questions, shall we?
Okay.
Why is this night different from every other night? It's a bit rhetorical, so let's skip to the first question. Why on this night do we eat matzos?
Ooh.
Yes, Billy.
Matzah reminds us that when the Jews left slavery of Egypt, they had no time to bake their bread. They took their raw dough on their journey and baked it in the hot desert sun into hard crackers called matzah.
That certainly is feasible, but here's the real reason why we eat matzah. The earth was invaded by aliens, and to save the rest of the earth, the government gave 2 unlikely heroes a spaceship. Who were those heroes, you ask? Me and Jeff Goldblum. So me and Jeff Goldblum flew this renegade spaceship to the mothership and downloaded a virus which took out its shields so we can nuke them. And to celebrate, me and Jeff Goldblum ate matzah.
That's not the answer.
That is the answer. And so help me, Billy, I will go to my van and get those nunchucks and beat you with them. Now let's get back to business. Question numero 2. Why do we eat bitter herbs at our Seder? Billy.
The bitter herbs are eaten to remind us of the bitterness of slavery.
Wrong answer. The real reason is it was summer and Jeff Goldblum and I were practicing for the big dance. But Jeff Goldblum's father didn't want us to dance. He thought it was crazy. Nobody puts Jeff Goldblum in a corner. So the night of the big dance, Jeff Goldblum and I went against his father's wishes and danced. And we eat bitter herbs because of the bitterness of Jeff Goldblum's father.
Really, Billy, that's not the answer.
Really, Billy? You see this? You see this? I'm brewing up a smaccaccino for you. On to question 3. Why is it on all other nights we do not dip our herbs, but on this night we dip them twice? Hey, Billy, you want to try this one? You're 0 for 2.
Fine. We dip bitter herbs in charoset to remind us how hard the Jewish slaves worked in Egypt.
Right. 3. Man, if Passover was your girlfriend, Billy, she would dump you. On to the truth about question number 3. Me and Jeff Goldblum were at the end of a crazy long journey to destroy the ring. But Jeff Goldblum got hypnotized by the ring and he went crazy. So I had to cut Jeff Goldblum's finger off with my sword. And Jeff Goldblum's finger and the ring fell into the volcano, saving Middle Earth. And to celebrate, we dipped our herbs twice.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, it's written here in black and white and Jeff Goldblum. On to question number 4, if you don't mind. Why is it on all other nights we eat either sitting or reclining, but on this night we eat in a reclining position? Billy, you want to take a crack at this? Billy, come on.
We lean on a pillow to remind us that now we are free and can relax in comfort.
You really wasted a lot of time in Hebrew school. Let's hear the real answer to question 4. Me and Jeff Goldblum survived the Titanic sinking. And before Jeff Goldblum drowned, he wanted me to lean on a pillow and eat in a reclining position. I'll lean on a pillow, Jeff Goldblum. And I'll eat in a reclining position, Jeff Goldblum. Boop. Now let's dig in. You enjoy those bitter herbs and matzah, and I'll enjoy these Memphis-style baby back ribs. I love my Memphis-style baby back ribs on Passover. You're my sugar.
You're a bad Jew.